not even viewed the same as men. Andrew Tate citing what is being stated in biblical text to explain to you his viewpoint of women being the property of men when they get married. Because when a woman gets married, her father is the one who walks her down the altar and gives her away to the man. We know that. So, in that context, that's not that crazy of a statement to be said. But yet, I can literally be in another room where you have a woman who is completely undermining the concept of assault to even dare believe that we as a society has made it normal for men to put their hands on women. That's a joke. You know that, I know that, we all know that. There's nowhere in on this planet, especially, let me not say this planet. There's nowhere in this country where a man can put his hands on a woman and it's viewed the same as a woman putting her hands on a man, or even a man putting his hands on a woman viewed as acceptable. But you have idiots who are lying about that. But it's the same thing. As soon as a man gets deplatformed, you have idiots running around trying to tell you what somebody else said, and they only heard half of what things are being stated. Only half of it. You heard half of the story, but you think you heard everything. Now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to sit there and listen to you spew falsehoods. Furthermore, Instagram can really suck my dick, because I'm not going to sit here and allow a platform who literally, and I do mean literally, Instagram might be the core fundamental problem with a lot of Generation X and Z's who deal with depression. You have a fucking platform that literally promotes body imagery that's not realistic, people who Photoshop images of themselves on these trips that aren't real, that has a direct correlation to hitting depression at an all-time high, or at least as long as it's been recorded. Instagram has been directly affecting that. Those niggas can suck my dick, because this nigga Zuckerberg was selling people's information. But because Andrew Tate cites biblical text about how women are men's properties while giving them up during wedding, in a wedding sense, now all of a sudden, oh man, he's really fucking dangerous. If you believe that, fine. Fine. But there's a lot of people you would then need to deplatform. And so, at the end of the day, we're all waiting for it to happen. But until then, stop telling me that you live in this patriarchy. Stop telling me that things are massively unequal. Are there still symptoms of it? Yes, of course. There's symptoms of racism. Yes. That doesn't mean that we're fucking slaves. That doesn't mean we live in Jim Crow. That doesn't mean that we're fighting Brown versus Board of Education. It's not what that means. Them being symptoms, them being systems set in place, does not mean the entire entity of a government or the structure that you live in is based off of racism. Are there symptoms? Are there root problems? Are there systematic changes or effects that occur that could put women at a disadvantage and put men at an advantage at the same time? Of course. But that doesn't mean that you live in a patriarchy. But once more, we're doing the same thing, bro. A man gets deplatformed, and now all of a sudden, it's a bunch of people who never even listened to what this nigga was saying, trying to tell you all why he needs to be deplatformed. Y'all niggas never listened to him. Y'all never listened to this man. Y'all never did it. So odd to me how some of y'all understand, especially in the fucking basketball community. Y'all niggas know y'all can't speak on somebody. Oh, you didn't really watch Michael Jordan play, so y'all you can't talk about MJ. This nigga he's creating content right now. His content is being pushed right now. You still decide not to watch it, and I'm supposed to validate your opinion on Andrew Tate. Man, shut the fuck up, bro. We doing the same bullshit, and I have to believe what somebody is telling me is accurate when they have no representation or no understanding of what exactly this man is saying, or they're taking what he's saying purposefully out of context. Yeah, all right, y'all niggas is fucking finished, nigga. That shit is OD. That shit is mad dumb. And again, I don't even agree with this nigga Andrew Tate, but I'll be damned if we go through this same fucking bullshit where somebody is literally, and I mean literally, misrepresenting what somebody else says because you don't like him, because he hurts your feelings. Because it's something y'all niggas is Christian, but don't read the fucking Bible. Oh, he said women are property. You Christian. If you're a Christian, you believe that as well. Or do you not read the Bible? Or are you not Christian? Go read the Bible. It says it routinely. Men are above women. It says it routinely throughout the Bible. It says it all over. Hey, Genesis 3:16. To the women, he said, I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. I will surely multiply your pain in childbearing. In pain you shall bring forth children. Your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you. That's what it says in the Bible. Genesis. It's not good that the man should be alone. I will make him a helper fit for him. That's what it says in the Bible, bro. Peter. Likewise, husbands, le- husbands, live with your wives in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you of the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. Likewise, wives, be be subject to your own husbands, so that even if some do not obey the word, they may be won without a word by the conduct of their wives. Be subject to your own husband. Bro, it says it in the Bible. So if you're a Christian, you should know that. But y'all, the same way you didn't listen to Kevin Samuels, you don't listen to what this nigga is saying, you don't read the Bible. I don't take none of y'all niggas serious. You don't have no input in these conversations because y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Or at least I'll never take it serious. And if a man is literally referring biblical text, bro, take that up with God then. You sitting here trying to ban Andrew Tate, it sounds like you need to ban Christianity. But nowhere in the Bible does it even come close to stating, especially in direct text, that men and women are in the same playing field, that they're the same. It doesn't say that. There's several references of a man giving up his daughter for livestock or for just miscellaneous things. It's stated numerous times, or even it's still implied that a man is above a woman. Hey, if you don't believe it, that's fine. But there's plenty of people who do. They call themselves Christians. So I don't understand this concept. I've looked at the evidence in which you're trying to get Andrew Tate out of here. Doesn't really, there's not that much sense, that it don't make that much sense to me. Everything has been debunked. It's been debunked. And again, if you want to get rid of him, fine. Are there things that he said that are misogynistic? Of course. And if you want to get rid of him because of that, fair. But then just be consistent. Be consistent across the board.
We got it, you ugly ass nigga. But the whole point is, right? We get it. But I do want to know, right? Like, what got you so riled up, right, about her conversation specifically? Like, what made you
Because
decide to start this space?
because once more, I have to sit here and allow somebody to share a space with a lot of people when she doesn't know what she's talking about. Literally in the
You,
space, I sat there and said, "We don't live in a patriarchy." Then Omar corrected me, or he tried to put context and said, "Well, there's still symptoms of it." I said, "Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
Like
no,
there's
Lo, I
still
was there. No, Lo, I was there the entire time. I'm trying to figure out like what was the exact point. Like, was it when she was basically ignoring men getting beat by women? Was it
that.
when
I
she
mean
was
that
claiming
too.
we were the patriarchy?
That's the other problem where she was implying that we live in a world where it's okay for men to put their hands on women, or like that has ever been deemed acceptable. No, it's not. We just got done
And then,
dealing with
and
the
then
whole
she tried to say that like Blueface wasn't a good example because of his actions in the past. And like that's a little weird, honestly. Like
even
what Blueface did. What no, because real quick, because what Blueface did, no one's saying she was trying to act as if y'all were condoning. Like no one was saying that that shit was right. What we saying is that doesn't then give her the right to then go beat on him. That's all it is, bro. And she out here acting like no, she was calling that nigga a bitch and saying she can do whatever she wants to him because of something that he did in the past. That's just kind of crazy to me.
crazy. But not only that, because mind you, let's be clear. That's like me sitting here saying, "Oh, because a woman cheated or beat on a man 5 years ago, that I believe it's fine if she gets beat on today." Like, no, it's not okay. And I don't know what world you live in, but again, it's a man, so who gives a fuck? Matter of fact, I know it's so socially acceptable, or it's so socially condemned that a man putting his hand on a woman, that we were literally on the brink of this nigga um Johnny Depp losing his whole career based off of allegations that were fucking false. That's how I know it's condemned. That man lost millions of dollars. He lost roles. He lost opportunities, not off of there actually being evidence of it, just because a woman said so. And then literally there's evidence of her acknowledging that she can just say whatever she wants. And she knows for a fact that the public perception is going to believe her. So again, when I gotta see and have a conversation about real shit that's happening in the world, and you have this fucking delusional
Lo, I
idiot.
told Mustard to join space, so just be prepared for that.
Oh my goodness. When I gotta sit here and have these real conversations about men's problems that still have never been addressed, and I have to sit here and share space with a delusional idiot who doesn't is not grasping anything that's being stated, it further proves the point in which everything still exists under. It further proves the point why Andrew Tate exists. It proves a point why Fresh and Fit, why Kevin Samuels, why all these people exist and may sprinkle in misogyny, or let's just say they have a baseline undertone of misogyny in their messages,
Which they do. Which they
which
do.
is which is fine. If you want to get rid of them, get rid of them. But then I would still say all the content creators that are sitting there bashing men, that are sitting there telling their tens of thousands of viewers every time they upload their own content that they need to be aborting black babies. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Aborting black male babies because the black male is pointless. He's useless to to society. He does nothing but bring down all that rhetoric that she was spewing, and she has been existing on the YouTube platform and on Twitter and on IG for 5 years. That can exist.